Before this video begins, make sure to subscribe and like the video, as well as turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Okay, let's get into the review. Hello and welcome. Today we are inside of a 2022 Mazda Miata RX GT, and this is an automatic model. I would like to thank Flood Mazda in Wakefield, Rhode Island for allowing me to review this vehicle. Their link is down in the description below. This vehicle has 181 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque from a 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. And let's get a startup of this Miata. Alrighty, let's take this for a ride. Alright, so driving this Miata, it is pretty good in here, pretty good for visibility wise, except for this mirror. I'm a tall guy, I'm 6 feet tall, and I have enough room here in the seat. It does have heated seats in here with some real Napa leather and some nice perforated leather in there. However, they're not power seats. I wish that were present. But on my first early impressions of this Miata, it doesn't have too much of a brake pedal travel. It does have a floor-mounted gas pedal, which I like. I like the brakes. They're not extremely touchy, but they are just a little bit firm on the brake pedal there. On the interior here, you do get a 7-inch touchscreen, and that is also controllable with this rotary dial and arrow pad type thing over here. And you do get some shortcut switch features there with a hard volume knob. This is the automatic. I hope to drive a manual in the future, but I'm excited to try this out. It does have paddle shifters, so we'll be trying those out as well, and doing a 0 to 60 test and some handling a little bit later on in this video. This vehicle stickers for about $35,000, and it has some pretty nice features. It does have safety features such as blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, forward collision braking, and it has the power targa roof, which is nice, instead of having a manual one. And I'll show you now a video of that opening. You can go like so. So inside of here, you get this button toggle right here, and if you hit that, it'll open the roof. And it is powered, so first the rear will open like so. And it's pretty quick operation, so first it'll have, of course, the roof itself fold down into the rear, and the cover. And that's about it. It is complete. Alright, so driving in here, it is not the quietest car. I'll admit that right away. It's not the quietest vehicle, unfortunately. But, that's okay. It's really not too bad. It has a little bit of wind noise and definitely tire noise. 17-inch wheels. Let's do a little highway entry. Pop into sport mode like so. Revs will go up a little bit and floor it. Okay, so this likes being up high, this engine. Miatas have never had big torquey engines, so they like being up high. Sounds pretty good in my opinion also. Alright, yeah, it really likes the higher RPMs, wow. That wasn't even me mashing it that hard. Yeah, so at 60, the engine does drone a little bit, but honestly that's fine in my opinion. I think it sounds pretty good. So visibility in here, it's pretty good out the sides. Obviously I have the roof up. We'll do some with the roof down later. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's really not too bad to drive. It is, even with the automatic, it still feels a little bit like a driver's car. Like, it's small, you feel well connected to this vehicle. And yeah, I like it so far. It has a pretty decent ride. It's a little bit firm. Obviously, it's not going to be a luxury car. It's not meant to be. It's meant to be a small little sports car. Yeah, wind noise is very intrusive in here. I apologize if I'm talking a bit loud, but I have to be heard very well in this. Okay, yeah, so wind noise and tire noise, understandably, they're a bit loud in this vehicle, but they're really not too bad either way. I like the gas pedal feel. You can really coax this this transmission, the 6-speed auto, into doing what you want very well. And let's do a little flip around over here. And we are once again in sport mode. This is a rear-wheel drive car. Let's see. Okay, there's 60. Wow. This really isn't that bad. It really is pretty fun to drive, wow. And I didn't even get a rear tire spin back there. I honestly tried to see if I could lose the back end a tiny bit, but I didn't lose it, so you have lots of great grip in this car. It only has 205 wide tires, so I'm impressed so far with that. Has very, very good handling. Of course, a Miata is known to have great handling, so that's very exciting. Very good to drive so far on that, on those aspects. So you do get blind spot monitoring, which is very nice because although you're very close to a window, you still have a little bit back there where you can't quite see that well. Let's come to a little stop here, and I'll show you the backup camera quick. So it's not the best quality and there's no 360 camera, but at least it has one. That's what's important. And let's open this roof. And that's gonna be about it. And that beep means you're all good. Okay, let's keep it in sport and go for another little ride. Yeah, so this thing is pretty zippy, even at low speeds, although it's not a very torquey engine. This vehicle gross weight only weighs about 2,700 pounds, so it gets up out of its own way very quickly and effectively. And it's a rear wheel, so it's very fun. Yeah, so right there, I'm not even going more than 50-60% pedal, and it's already at 5,000 out of 7,000 redline RPM. This thing is very, very fun to drive. I'd love a Miata. And this is an auto. It can only get better from here with a manual. All right, let's actually test out these paddle shifters whenever we can turn here. So this says I have a 6-speed auto, and we will check out how responsive those are. Okay, we're in 1. Let's see. And... okay, they're not the quickest. It's a little bit jerky. Yeah, that's the only gripe I have so far is this transmission that, although it's a good transmission, it's 2022. They could put like a ZF8 speed like is common in so many models in one of these cars, and it's not bad, don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but automatics have gotten so good that some automatics, you want them over the manual. I don't really know if that's true here, unfortunately. You really need to be a stellar automatic to have someone choose this over a manual, especially in a Miata. However, for someone who may be like disabled or just doesn't really want to drive a manual, this is pretty good. In sport, it's still fun to drive. Now let's actually go test out the handling of this Miata in this little curvy road over here. I love the engine note. It's a very deep engine note, surprisingly. For a little 2-liter, I love it. And that's a stock exhaust. Sounds good. Let's do a little brake test. Okay, those are awesome. It has ventilated front brake rotors as well as solid ones in the rear, and that stopped me from 40 in a split second. That was awesome. So those feel very good and confidence inspiring. Let's send it a little bit into this corner. Okay, so basically no body roll, and obviously it's a Miata, it's gotta have great handling. And there was a really bad spot in the road. I wasn't meaning to drive over the line, don't worry about that. All right, let's send it into this corner here. Nothing but grip, that is awesome. Nothing but grip. Okay, this is a very confidence-inspiring car. I love driving this. And this is an auto. This is only the auto. It really is exciting, even in the auto. Manual can only get better. I can't wait to drive one of those sometime. And now let's actually go to a spot where we can do like a 0 to 70 or so on a very, very nice open road. All right, so we are on that big open road. Let's put in sport mode and let's do a nice little 0 to something. We'll see what we get up to. All right, floor it. All right, and that was about 80, 85 right there. That was awesome. This thing feels so dang good. I love it. Wow, this thing is so much fun. Even in the auto, this is an automatic, and it's this fun. Wow, I'm impressed. All right, so with the top back up in here, it is still pretty good, but I agree, top-down life is awesome with these kind of cars. Yeah, let's actually do one more. Let's do one pull back on that same long road, but we'll put it into manual mode this time. So you can actually shift it like so. You can do it with the lever, or you can do it the other way if you want to do it with paddles. I'll stick with the paddles. And for this one, let's actually turn traction control off, see if we can get a little tire spin up here. All right, so traction control off, paddle shifters. Let's try it. Alrighty. Okay, so you still retain grip. Yeah, I still can't spin the tires. There's 60. Yeah, very, very fun, even in paddle shifter mode. Okay, so my final thoughts on driving this. For the wind noise, it's definitely a bit loud with the top up. It's not meant to be driven top up that often. That's definitely why. It's not meant to be sound deadening and all that crap. Engine loves revving up high like it does right now. And yeah, it's just an awesome car, really. Even in the automatic. This automatic is not the best transmission though. I wish it were, but this is not the best transmission. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, it's truly not bad. It just doesn't shift as like snappily or just as harsh as it possibly could if it were a different type. The gearing itself seems fine. 6 speed seems like far enough for this car, but I just wish it had a little bit more to it. All right, so this is a very fun car to drive, even in automatic. I hope to do a manual sometime. And yeah, that'll just about wrap up this video. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. And also, thank you to Flood Mazda in Wakefield, Rhode Island, for allowing me to review this vehicle. Thank you very much, and your link is in the description below. Thank you for watching, and take care.